Hi guys, today I will be sharing how to make chocolate bun cake with cream cheese filling. Before we start, we need to grease the pan with butter. You don't need to put flour on this because this cake pan is non-stick. I purchased this at banggood.com, so if you want to get the same pan as I have, I'll put the link below. And by this point, you should start preheating your oven at 175 degrees Celsius to 180 degrees Celsius. And then we will set this aside. I will put the link below on where you could purchase the same pan. For the ingredients, for the cream cheese, we need 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 pack or 250 grams of cream cheese, 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch or corn flour. First thing we need to do is to beat the cream cheese. Make sure that your cream cheese is at room temperature so it's easier to mix. At this point, we can add in the butter. The butter should be at room temperature as well. That's really important. We will give this a mix until they are well combined. Add the vanilla. Occasionally stop and scrape down the side of the bowl. At this point, we can add the sugar. Beat again. Once it's thoroughly mixed, we can add the egg. Again, scrape down the side of the bowl. And now we can sieve the corn flour or cornstarch. Give it a final mix. And once everything is well combined, we will set this aside and we're gonna move on to the chocolate cake. 3 eggs, half a cup of butter, 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon salt, one cup of fresh milk, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of coffee, half a cup of cocoa powder, 1.5 cup of granulated sugar, and 2 cups of plain flour. Combine the vinegar and the fresh milk. Give it a mix and then we will set this aside for about 10 minutes. Sift in the flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt together with the cocoa powder. And now we're gonna add the sugar as well. Using a electric hand mixer, just gonna mix this. I'm using a different method of making a cake this time. Now we will add the butter. Make sure that your butter is at room temperature so it's easier to mix. We will mix this for about 1 to 2 minutes or until you can no longer see big bits of butter, just like so. Now I'm gonna crack the 3 eggs just to make it easier to add to the flour later. So I'm cracking my 3 eggs. Okay, now I will slowly add the eggs one at a time. At this point, combine the homemade buttermilk with the coffee. Give it a mix. And then we will add this to the flour butter mixture. And now continue beating until it is well mixed. Occasionally stop to scrape down the sides of the bowl as well. And then give it a final mix using the handheld mixer. At this point, this is ready. So I'm just gonna put my cream cheese filling into a piping bag. Now add half of the chocolate batter into the pan. Using a spatula, smooth it out a little bit. And I'm creating a little bit like a guide to where I should put my cream cheese filling. Now I'm gonna add the cream cheese filling in the middle, making sure that it's not touching the side of the cake pan. And then we're gonna put the half of the chocolate cake batter on top of the cream cheese to cover it, just like so. If you find that the cream cheese is touching the side of the pan, just move it a little bit. And then we will bake this in a preheated oven at 180 or 175 degrees Celsius for about 50 to 60 minutes, or until when you insert a skewer in the middle and the skewer comes out clean. Halfway through baking, cover the top with aluminum foil or tray just to prevent it from burning, from the top from burning. And this is what it looks like after baking. Let it cool down before taking it out of the pan. And this is what it looks like. I've got 70 grams of white chocolate and 70 grams of milk chocolate that I'm melting in hot water. But it didn't work. The bag exploded on me. So using a piping bag, just drizzle the milk chocolate on top of the cake, just like so, in no particular order, just randomly. And then on top of that, we're gonna put the white chocolate, just like so. And then just to put a little bit of contrast and decoration, I've got chocolate rice crispie balls. And this is the finished product. I hope you give them a try. This cake is really good, especially with coffee for morning tea and breakfast. And then just to show you what it looks like when you cut the cake in the middle. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the video, please click the thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I upload every Wednesday. I'll see you again next week. Bye.